Hello everybody, welcome back to Matty Reacts, the channel where we take a look at things we never watched or listened to before. Now, I'm going to let some of you down here. I have only ever listened to Rebel Yell and White Wedding by Billy Idol. Yeah, let that sink in. I'm a child born in the 80s who's only listened to two Billy Idol songs, but it's true, unfortunately. But I have seen that this song has come out recently, which is Billy Idol featuring Avril Lavigne 77, and I'm thinking, what does Billy Idol sound like in 2025, and what does Avril Lavigne bring to a Billy Idol song? Because I wouldn't say that either of the two songs I know by him are something that I would expect someone like Avril Lavigne to be on. So I think it's a really interesting idea. And I'm just curious because I've covered a couple of Avril Lavigne songs in the past, and you'll know that I really like a lot of her stuff. There's some stuff in the middle I wouldn't listen to, but there's a lot of stuff that I would listen to, and I think she is just guaranteed to make catchy pop. It's not really pop punk anymore. It's pop with guitars pretty much these days. Although there was a couple of songs on a recent album that she did that were very much pop punk. I think it depends what mood she's in. But I'm just really interested to hear what Billy Idol sounds like. You know, 20, 30, nearly 40 years on from the songs that he's most well known for. And why Avril Lavigne? Not sure. Let's take a look. Okay, it is quite pop punky. Okay, so Avril first. That's unusual for a feature. Hey, hey. Okay, interesting. So far, this is definitely more of an Avril song in terms of how it sounds, in my opinion. Obviously, like I say, I've only ever heard two Billy Idol songs, so it could be that he sounds like this all the time, and I just didn't know it. Yeah, I know that quite a few people suggested "Funeral" by Youngblood was quite a Billy Idolish song, and I suppose that has some sound similarities to this song, so maybe I'm a little bit off on that. If you think there are some Billy Idol songs that I might like, based on the stuff I've listened to on the channel before, feel free to drop those in the comments. This isn't engagement bait. I genuinely am interested if there's songs that I should listen to by Billy Idol that are up my street.
No, it's not a fair fight, it never is. But you gotta swing first and you better not miss. She said she don't wanna run anymore, don't care about going to heaven. She said doing like we did it before.
What is really interesting is listening to Avril Lavigne sing about teddy boys and skins, like she's got any idea.
Sometimes we win, they show their teeth, we kick
Okay, you can hear some of the sort of late 70s, early 80s influence. A bit more of Billy Idol's influence maybe coming into it. I always love it when the guitar solo follows the vocal melody. It's really good when it does that. Okay, yeah. Like I say, I might be completely misreading this, but that felt more like Avril Lavigne did a song and then reached out to Billy Idol and said, "Do you want to be on my song?" And then they just agreed to release it under his name because he's Billy Idol. That's what it felt like to me. I might be wrong, but it definitely sounded very. It was like 80% of the way towards an Avril Lavigne song, in my opinion. But if I'm misreading that, and this is the kind of sound he's been doing, let me know what I should check out, and I'll check out some more. Because it was quite a good song. I mean, you could tell there were some 80s influences in there. You could tell in the way he was singing that he has a more mature voice, and they kind of really went well together. Because she can really belt up there, and he sort of added the sort of the grit and soul to it, and I thought it was a really good song. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Yeah, thank you very much for dropping by, and I'll see you again in another reaction video very soon.